Holds an FBS record for single game rushing attempts of 58. Big 8 Offensive Player of the Year in 91, All Big 8 First Team in 91, All-American Third Team in 91. Also an author of I Was Before My Time, Mr. Tony Sands.
First of all, I'd like to thank James, Coach Harriet, for giving me the opportunity to come up on this platform and speak. Give my knowledge of playing, my knowledge of coaching to you, and to see where we can take this. When it was asked upon me, would I speak at this, I said yes. Because I know what we could change with this. The narrative have not been in our favor when it comes to position of head coaches, positions of execs. And not only that, but the biggest position of it that we haven't gotten a hold of is ownership. And to say that we can't come from execs, coaches, to become owners is not true, because the building that we're sitting in, this guy did that. So I'm wondering, as I'm speaking to you, how many of you guys woke up this morning, you knew you was coming to this meeting, and said to yourself, when I leave that meeting one day, I want to become an owner of a franchise? How many of you guys thought that? Show of hands, anyway. That's what we're selling ourselves short right there. Because we're telling ourselves then that that's too high of a mountain, or too high of a goal to set. If we're going to be in this, and we're going to be in this to make a change, we got to shoot for the stars. We got to dream that one day I can become an owner of a franchise to where I can make change. And I wanted to give you some numbers. I want to give you some names first. Fritz Paul, Art Shell, Tony Dungy. When I call out those names, and if I was to ask you, what do those names mean to you guys in this field? What would you tell me? Anyway, give me an answer. Go ahead, give me an answer.
The first.
The first. The first. So those guys set their goals that they wanted to become the first. But we got to get away from hearing that word first. We got to get away from that word first, because we sell ourselves short when we say first. We don't want to say that we're the first black coach to win a Super Bowl. We want to become a coach to win a Super Bowl. Because when we say the first black, we set the narrative short. We set the narrative short. We want to be just like anybody else. Give us the same education, value. Say that we're smart coaches, we're smart execs. Not that we can communicate very well, because they sell us short with that. They sell us short with that. And we got to stop allowing that to happen. Every one of you guys in here are just as smart as any other exec of any other company. But we allow the narrative to be set by other people to say that we're smart. We see it in the business of the quarterback position. They're very smart. They're not smart. They can run good. They can't make decisions. We in this room, because someday you guys will be in a position to where you're drafting quarterbacks. Change that narrative. And that way, those guys, when you look good, you can pull back up other people. I'm going to give you some numbers. I want you to ponder over. 102, 26, 16, and 2.2. Remember those, because I'm going to bring it back up to you at the end of this. You get to a position of executives, or coaches, whatever you desire to be at this NFL level, or owners. I'm not saying, I'm putting that in there. Don't keep throwing that owner down your head. Because one day I'm hoping, when my kids grow up, or when I get older than I am, that one day I can say I met that owner at the OG Leadership Network Conference. I met that owner. Because we got to shoot for that. and everything that falls under is a piece of cake. But I want to know when they look at you and people see you and you see yourself in the mirror and you get to the positions where you want to be, whether it's owner, executive, head coaches or whatever, what legacy you're going to leave in that? Do you want people to still see you as a coach? Or do you want people to see you as a mentor, a leader, someone that can galvanize men, an advisor, or an advocate? Not just an executive, that's just an executive. No. In order to make change, they got to see multiple parts of it to make you strong. When I look at guys, Coach Hugh Jackson, Coach Tony Dungy, and I talked to Warren about Coach Dungy a while ago, and one thing you hear father figure. You hear leader, first person to ever do this with me. And it's not often in this business that a lot of these players get an opportunity to be coached by black coaches. It's not. Because you remember those numbers that I gave you? We're going to call them off. The game been going on how long? 102 years. 102 years. How many minority coaches have there been? 26. 26. Wow. 26. There's only one coach who held his position for over 16 years. Who is that? Mike Tomlin. But our head coaches, the average head coach, black minority coach, hold the job 2.2 years. Y'all see how I broke those numbers down to you? Wow. Why? Because we got to get more people in position to believe that these guys need the same amount of time, or you as execs need the same amount of time to turn a franchise around as their counterparts. Keep those numbers to your hold them to your vest, because to go from 102 down to 2.2 and only one to hold it for 16 years, guys, we got to make change. And you guys in this room will be the ones that make change. Don't close your fist. Open your palm. When you close your fist, you keep everything into your own self. But when you open your palm, you open it up like a rose, where you can make change and everything around you smell good. I'd like to thank you for giving me the time to be able to talk to you. Remember those numbers: 102, 26, 16, and 2.2. Let's change that 2.2. And you guys will be the ones to do it. Thank you.